The Mongolian bow is a relic of wind and conquest, born on the open steppe where the horizon swallows all but the most resilient. Its curve carries the memory of empires built on horseback, of warriors who could loose arrows backward at full gallop, striking pursuers with lethal precision. Yet thousands of kilometers east, in the islands of Japan, another bow, the Yumi, echoes its spirit. Though separated by sea and centuries, these two traditions share a hidden kinship, forged in invasion, reverence, and the unyielding bond between archer and horse. The story begins in the 13th century when the Mongol Empire, under Kublai Khan, set its sights on Japan. Twice in 1274 and 1281, the Mongols launched massive invasions, their armies stocked with Chinese engineers, Korean sailors, and thousands of horseback archers wielding composite bows. These bows, laminated from horn, sinew, and birch, could fire arrows over 300 meters, outranging the Japanese Yumi. The samurai, fighting on foot with longer asymmetrical bows, faced a terrifying new enemy. Though the invasions ultimately failed, thwarted by typhoons the Japanese called kamikaze or divine winds, they left an indelible mark. Survivors brought Mongol bows to Japan as trophies, sparking curiosity and fear. But the connection runs deeper than war. Both bows are masterpieces of composite engineering. Mongolian craftsmen layered sinew on the back of the bow for tension, horn on the belly for compression, and bound them with fish bladder glue. Japanese bowyers used similar techniques, blending bamboo, wood, and lacquer, yet their designs diverged. The Mongolian bow is short, symmetrical, and brutally efficient, optimized for rapid-fire shooting from horseback. The Japanese Yumi is towering, asymmetrical, and steeped in ritual, its grip placed one-third from the bottom to accommodate shooting from both horseback and foot. The true link lies in philosophy. For Mongols, the bow is sacred, a symbol of strength and unity. Boys received their first bow at 3 years old, and warriors were buried with their bows unstrung, a sign of eternal readiness. The Japanese, meanwhile, elevated archery to Kyoto, the way of the bow, a Zen practice where the act of drawing the bow became a meditation. Both cultures saw archery not just as skill, but as a dialogue with the divine. Horses bridged these worlds. Mongolians bred their steeds for stamina, shooting from mares that could gallop 80 kilometers a day without tiring. The Japanese, after witnessing Mongol cavalry tactics, refined their own Yabusum rituals, where samurai shot targets at full gallop during Shinto ceremonies. Even the thumb draw, a technique where the string is pulled with the thumb protected by a ring, appears in both traditions, though historians debate whether Japan adopted it post-invasion or developed it independently. Yet the aftermath of the Mongol invasions reveals a darker bond. Japanese armor evolved rapidly, adopting layered leather and iron plates to counter Mongol arrows. The samurai's once ornate bows grew pragmatic, with lacquer replaced by rattan bindings for durability. Some historians argue the iconic asymmetry of the Yumi was a direct response to Mongol tactics, a longer lower limb to clear the saddle during retreats. Centuries later, the echoes linger. In Mongolia's Nadam festival, archers compete in traditional Sur-Karbach, shooting arrows at leather targets 75 meters away. In Japan's Sanjusan Yendo Temple, archers channel ancient Hyake rituals, firing arrows to ward off evil. Both traditions honor the bow as a living ancestor, a teacher of discipline and focus. Modern collaborations deepen this legacy. In Hokkaido, Ainu craftsmen, Japan's indigenous northern people, revive techniques influenced by Mongol trade routes. In Ulaanbaatar, Mongolian bowyers study Edo period Yumi to refine their own designs. Even the arrows whisper kinship. Mongolian shafts, fletched with eagle feathers, mirror the hawk feathers used on Japanese ya. But the most profound connection is intangible. Both cultures understand that the bow is not a weapon, but a mirror. For Mongols, it reflects the vastness of the steppe and the freedom of the horse. For the Japanese, it reveals the stillness within chaos. When a Mongol archer draws their bow, they become the wind. When a Kyoto master releases the Yumi, they become the silence. In the end, these traditions remind us that borders are human inventions. The bow's curve transcends them, binding nomad and samurai, conqueror and monk, in a shared language of tension and release. To stand on the Mongolian steppe or kneel in a Kyoto dojo is to feel the same truth, that the bow's greatest power isn't in the arrows it launches, but in the souls it shapes.